Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Medieval 2 Total War. Here today, we're going to be starting episode 5 of my Era Total War Conquest campaign as the Kingdom of Scotland. So guys, if you still are enjoying this series and would like to see more, the best way to ensure more content is to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, let me know in the comment section down below feedback and suggestions for the series thus far. Feel free to leave a dislike if you're not enjoying it, of course, and let me know alternatively what other strategy games you would prefer me to let's play on the channel instead. In today's episode, we're going to be expanding our Scottish Empire through Russia. We took Novgorod in the last episode, and we're also going to be taking Australia. For the first time in Total War, my home country, we've sailed all the way over to Southeast Asia, and we're going to be taking it here today off the Aboriginal natives. So guys, I'll put in the description below the mod if you guys like to download it and play along with me. So, we skipped a little bit ahead so we can have the Siege of Australia. We're going to be taking Noongar. And these are the native mercenaries. Not Aboriginal, they're Aztecs for some reason. Regardless, we're going to disembark and take Australia for the Scottish. And we've got some mercenaries here as well. Took Madagascar in the last episode as well. We have Charlotte in America. Our mercenaries here are actually getting a decent amount of money. We're currently getting 3,000 gold per turn for our trading, as we are taking most of the tobacco and gold mines. Got Quebec City, of course, Nook as well. That's gone up in growth, which is fantastic. Still got the entirety of the United Kingdom, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, England, York and London. We have Norway under our control. We've obviously got Finland, Murmansk, and we have this small part of Russia here. Diplomacy-wise, we currently have alliance with the Kingdom of Spain, France, Austria and Habsburg, or Berg, the Papal States, and Portugal. We're only at war with the Russians. We managed to take Solomonsk in the last episode due to, it was Poland and Lithuania took Kiev and dragged everyone down here. So we've just been sitting up, holding until a couple of my family members come of age, until we reached Australia, so we can push, and I can show you guys me taking some more Russian territory, hopefully. So a couple of my children have come of age. Obviously King James has 4 children, and obviously his son Francis the White, Francis the Conqueror, conquered the Americas, Canada, Greenland, did really well in the wars against Denmark, Norway, pushing into Finland, but unfortunately was assassinated by Russian spies, which sucks. So I've actually got my children on a ship nearby, getting ready to attack so they don't get assassinated. So we have Prince Angus the Sword here, 14 years of age, 4-star commander, honourable father. He is fertile, of course, energetic, nervous of outsiders. He is a born commander, slow to trust. He is our heir and the grandson of King James. He's got a brother Stuart, Dom, and Rag is his sister. I'd love to try and marry him off to a princess to another dynasty, but we'll see how we go. Colin is my second born son, so Angus is my grandson and heir technically. Colin is my second born son. Yeah, so he had a children. Yeah, so it's going to go down this line of succession. Lachlan and James as well. So we've got plenty of sons to take up the Scottish throne. So let's chuck a quick save. Like I said, I've got my generals, my sons here, just outside St. Petersburg, what this would be, Novgorod, and then we'll bring them into these armies when I can. So Colin, stone-faced, fresh forager, religious, good loyalty, 13 years of age. So how many stacks do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Most of my main armies now are actually made up of Novgorod Russian infantry, because they're some of the best in the game. Look at this attack and defense. They're going to be so good when we've got superior artillery and muskets over people. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks here. 6, 7, 8 holding. Not many more anywhere else. And the 9th down here in Australia. But without further ado, I think we'll start our colonization, our conquest of Australia. And, yeah, Put the natives to the sword. We'll continue our conquest into Russia as well, getting rid of the Russians, the Slavic peoples. We'll push into Kursk, and we'll push into Kiev in today's episode as well, hopefully. But regardless, let's take Australia for Scotland. So we're going to assault this one straight up. Captain Juva, only native mercenary, 7 defense, 4 attack. Obviously, these guys are like Aztec units. But let's fight this one on the battlefield. 2 units of artillery, 4 units of cavalry, 2 muskets, 2 archers, 1 unit of Highland nobles, 3 units of British sword bucklermen, and then we have our militia pikes as well. But let's fight this one on the battlefield here today, and we're going to be taking the entirety of Australia. Kind of wish there was some more provinces, if I was being honest. But regardless, it is said that enlightened rulers deliberate upon plans and good generals execute them. Okay. So let's start the deployment here now. Oh my god, the west coast of Australia looks awfully foresty. This looks like fucking Mirkwood. Regardless, let's get ready to rumble. Cannons and artillery, try and move them into the best spot possible. Okay. Let's move a strong line of my infantry here, ready to charge. They don't have any skirmishers. When we knocked out the Africans, when we colonized Madagascar in the last episode, they did have some javelin men, which were a bit of a concern for me. Cavalry superiority in Australia as well. The natives do not have cavalry. And let's swing around this way as well. Okay, archers. We want to try and put you up where we can, probably shooting like that way, or probably the right side is probably best. However, in saying that, I wouldn't mind putting some of my musketmen up here, because they're going to absolutely riddle them. And we want to try and arc my shot with these guys. Okay, I'm quite cool with that. We've got our artillery disembarked in Australia. I guess there's only one province in Australia due to the west coast being colonised first and founded by the Dutch. New Holland, technically what this would be. Right, so let's push in where we can. Can't seem to see any of them, but we might be able to encourage an attack. So let's move up with my musketmen as best we can, probably to like this position here, say, and let's move my archers up. So they could come around my right side, but I don't doubt it. My mortars should be able to hit them with impunity now. There's nothing they're going to be able to hit me with. But once we finish off with the Australians here today, the Aboriginals, we're probably going to be pushing against the Russians. But yeah, we're doing really well in this campaign so far. We've picked our alliances and chosen them well. We've known when to break them and keep them. Okay, so what are these guys doing? They're sort of hanging around the back here. They're not flanking me like too much on this other side or anything. I don't want to get too far in because I don't want to be sucked into this. So, try and hit these guys at the front. Yeah, there we go. Rain, fire, and death upon them. Excellent stuff. What are they doing? Pushing out here. Native mercenaries. Okay, they're going to charge. Oh, God. Fall back. Fall back. Halt, men. We're going to fire upon our own men, you crazy people. My cannons can probably hit that now, though. Halt. Halt. Quickly, swing this way. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Get out of the way, you foolish archers. Peel this way. You fuckers. Yeah, there we go. Now you can fire at will. If you can hit them. If anything comes down that corridor, shoot it. Right. Let's continue with our mortar fire where we can. And let's try and continue with my artillery. Try and hit them straight through the guts there. Okay, these guys have fire at will, so you should be able to fire upon these guys if they come. Men, take aim. Bah! Should be able to take a fair few of them out. Hit these guys at the front. Cannons hit these. Continue to hit these guys at the back. Try and hit these guys that are coming a bit towards us, actually. We're putting some decent pressure on them now. My archers are hitting on them quite close. We've killed 6%. My problem is, are they going to rout or they're just going to keep on coming at me? They are. Shit, they're quick sons of bitches. I'm going to have to pull my cavalry up to help. Fall back! Oh, shit. We've kind of drawn them out here, though, which I don't actually mind. Now my cavalry's just going to envelop them on the field. Charge! There's not much they're going to be able to do about that either. So let's move my archers up. Let's continue to let my cannons bombard. And we've really just smashed them there, which is awesome. So what I want to do now is move my cavalry to a position where if these guys get ever charged again, we can just keep it up. Set up a bit of a trap. Right, let's continue to rain mortars on them. And if you guys want to hit these in the clear as well, you can do that. What is that? Sound. Must be fucking awful. It kind of reminds you of those facts that they, you know, when they drop those bombs, they go. Apparently, the X on the end of them doesn't actually have any sort of like velocity value. It's actually purely for scaring and terrifying the enemy. You know when those World War II bombs go. Yeah, surprised. That's a really cool fact. Could be horse shit for all I know. Alright, let's continue to bombard them. We've killed 17%. I don't know how good these cannons, these mortars are. You only need a couple of them. Get a couple of nice well-placed shots. Okay, so they're going to come out again here. 55 before they charge. How many more until after? Man, they're going to come right into this trap. No, they've seen it. That's alright. Quickly turn and hit them. 55, I said. And now we're hitting them in the back, so it's even more. Right, let's continue to bombard them. Speed things up, because skirmishing can be a bit boring sometimes. Keep hitting them. There's not much you can do when we've got skirmisher supremacy. They came close, though, to getting us. 21. Yeah, we got them there. They're trying to flank me on this left side here. I see you, you cheeky buggers. Oh, that one was a bit close. I want to try and expand this line out a bit so they get more shots off. Fire into this. Like I said, I see you there. I'm going to have to raise you a unit of Highlanders, I think. Alright, let's continue this fire. Go further into this. No, you fucking idiots. What are you doing? Archers. You fools.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
There we go, just sit there and hit them. That's what we want. Good, we're getting some proper frontline action here now. Men kneeling down. Some shooting over the top. Good. Classic European on native action. Okay, where are we looking now? 46%. Yeah, just keep firing into that cluster. How well is that cannon doing? You can clip some guys here. Fire into that. We've lost 2%, which is fine. Those guys buggered back anyway. Okay, I think I'm going to try and start some sort of flanking maneuvers. Just so when we do charge, we can really speed things up. So you can go here. You can go here. We've already got these blokes here, say. And then we'll get these guys come further around the back. Everyone, double time. What are they going to do here? They're going to come out against us? You'd be fucking lucky. They break before they even get here now.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
Man, we're doing absolute bits on these guys. We've got such a good vice. We're just strangling them. We've got a really good hold on them. It's so epic. Oh, the poor buggers though. Didn't stand a flying fucking chance. And if it wasn't for musket fire and mortars, disease would have got them eventually. Right. They're there. They're fine. Yeah, keep firing into this. My god. We've really turned into a proper English empire here.
Good tidings. The enemy
Oh, you
general
archers, you
lies
fools.
dead. We have set the cur to hell.
These archers are like full-on suicidal. It's really boiling my piss. We've killed their captain though. Which is good. We can swing around here now and push for these guys. I think we've actually been pushed here, kind of. Yeah, we've got them on the ropes. They're at 65%. Just charge them now. Continue to finish off anyone charging through this. But we've got them.
Our men are winning the battle.
Let's just charge in and finish them off now, shall we?
Smash the enemy.
Alright, halt, man. Copper charge from the side. Man, it's just this corridor here. Absolutely rinsed them. Alright, let's charge everyone in, man. They're broken now. Let's speed things up. Victory! We have victory here today. We have taken Australia. For the Scottish! For the Highlands and the Lowlands. But man, Australia will be so valuable in the 18th century. The amount of fucking coal we had, if they discovered that earlier somehow. Uranium. I love that. We don't have nuclear power here. But we have like one of the richest uranium reserves. We absolutely just flog it off to the rest of the world. So coal. Here's a coal as well. Okay. We've taken the city. Pikes are now moving in. How many more are remaining? Only a couple men here. Where's the last man?
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Where is he? He's here.
All of
There we go.
Christendom will
We
see
have
all of the
victory.
victory
Wow.
we have won
Captain
here today.
Aiden. Deployed 1,091. Lost 47 on the campaign map. Mortars killed 107. How did our muskets go? That's what I want to know. 67, 83. Wow. They're so good when you can get the when they're situationally good. Whenever everything seems to be going well, you're walking into an ambush. Murphy's Law of War. Maybe. This campaign has definitely had its ups and downs. I don't think it is.
Scotland! For Scotland!
We're not walking into an ambush. Right. Occupy settlement. Boom! Wow, they really don't like me here. I didn't want to exterminate the populace, but I might have to. Let's get some communal farming in so we can feed everyone. And let's get a town square as well. So what's the problem? 40% distance from capital. They're 69% Sunni Muslim, 31% heretic. Religious unrest is the main problem. However, we've taken the entirety of Australia. New Zealand doesn't look like it's still occupied. We could take that on our way as well. We've got a lot of gold mines here in Australia, which we're going to be able to take, which is awesome. But we've hit my colonial ambitions of taking Australia. We've taken a settlement in Africa, Canada, the New World. Asia would be quite cool. Whoa, why can I see this? Wow, that's a big city. Imagine all the spices there. Yeah. I think there might be a crusade or something there, or a jihad rather. Okay, well, after that, let's head back to Europe. See if we can take a couple of cities or not. We probably could take Kursk. There's actually a fair few armies in Kiev. Maybe pushing up here or something. Just trying to get some line of sight would be perfect. Using diplomats isn't the best. I might just suicide one of these musketmen in. Like 5 of you. Okay, so what's the garrison there at Muscovy? Oh, okay, we can probably take Moscow. As you can see, a lot of the Russian army is down here in Kursk. And here, we took Solomonsk quite easily. But I want to try and keep a decent army here. We might be able to take Moscow, that's the thing. If we can sort of have a look around here. Yeah, look at this. Yaroslav and Raisden. Yeah, what about in Moscow? We might be able to take Moscow in one turn. If we could have the siege of Moscow, that'd be mad. I reckon we should do it. I reckon we should go straight for Moscow, because we can probably leave... The thing is, right, you want to try and maintain these regions where we can. But I think we should have a crack at taking Moscow. Is that their capital? Yeah, let's try and take the Russian capital. Okay, I've chucked a hard save, so let's go try and take Moscow. We've got plenty of forces to do so. So, let's get King James to start besieging and maintain. Just a family members within there. Okay, so can my generals actually get there? Yeah, they can. Okay, cool. So, we'll move this second army up. I might have just cooked myself then. Nope, they can definitely reinforce. So let's get Prince Angus to command this second force. And we'll just keep 2 of them. I might actually leave Colin here just in case they can't make it right. So this was actually the perfect second army that I was going to push up with. But I might hold you back here. And I might just move this third one up here just to give us a decent, over-resounding result. Okay, that's going to push back and give us even more odds. We've got this fort here, which I do quite like. But I might move this army up as a backup. I don't want to lose the fort itself. Okay, we've got pretty good authority. We've got... Yeah, look at this. Look at this! Authority, piety's kind of shit. Dread. King James the Saint, 50 years of age. Obviously, his son took most of the... renowned, but he's going to take Muscovy for himself. So do we have enough proper units? 4 units of pikes. That's okay. We've got plenty cannons, plenty artillery. We've got a lot of Swedish and actual Russian mercenaries. That's cool. We've got plenty here with Angus. Look how many guys he has. A lot of Russians. That's ideally what I would have liked to attack with this army. We've got plenty of reinforcements here. So, let's have the siege of Moscow here today and take the heart of Russia. Okay. So, it's a 4-to-3 ratio. I'm going to withdraw just for the time being. Can you get any higher up here? No, you can't. We can... okay, we're going to do that then. Because we're going to need these reinforcements. I want to overly, resoundingly win this. So move them up, and that's going to help us even more. That's going to sweeten those odds. Yep, perfect. It's now a 2-to-1 ratio. We have 3,000 versus their just 1,000. So we're facing Zub here. Feels unappreciated. Biological son. Has the King's Eye. He is the High Lord Chancellor. He has 2 units of Axemen. A whopping 2, 4, 6, 7 of dismounted units here as well, and some proper cavalry. But this is going to be our first proper real fight against the Russians. We've had a couple of skirmishes and a battle here and there, but taking Moscow from under their nose is probably our best bet. To be fair, they are at war with a lot of people at the moment. I only have a vested interest in their western provinces. They've got Persians to the south pressing them. They've got... Oh, wow, I love the nice red as well. Oh, that's awesome. This is like a proper city. They're getting pressurized by Poland and Lithuania on their border, on the Polish border. And then, of course, they're dealing with Kazakhs and Cossacks and whatnot. So, let's see what we're working with here. arrow towers is what's going to be the main problem. So we need to conserve our men as best we can. This is going to be there's going to be a lot of casualties in this. So let's try and minimize that as best we can. So let's move my cannons up here to get a nice straight clean shot. It's a little bit shit just because of that small amount of elevation. Okay, and we've got my mortars here as well. So let's make a proper strong front line of proper swordsmen going in. Let's send through the Scandinavian and Russians recruits firstly, along with the Highlanders at the back. Probably could be alright like that. Then we'll move in my pikes as the second, and then basically anyone else. So cavalry on the left and right, general at the back. We want to go with an aggressive assault. There's not going to be a need for muskets in this, I don't reckon, but we'll sort of see how we go, I guess. I reckon that's probably as best as we're going to get it. Archers as well. The thing is, right, we can move them up in skirmish. They're just going to get ripped to pieces. They're just going to get absolutely decimated by arrow towers. So, let's get ready to go. So here are some of the Swedish and Scandinavian pikemen here. We've even got some Norwegian axes by the look of it. We've got some of our own dismounted Slavic Russians. It's kind of cool that we can access their recruitment pool, because that's what we'll be doing. We'll be paying and hiring them. So we've got a really nice combo of units. So reinforcements are delayed, but that's fine. We'll send Prince Angus on the assault, and we'll try and... yeah, I don't know what's best. We can't try and shoot up and over the wall. We can't actually see what Angus is doing himself. Regardless, we're going to be able to start the siege of Moscow, and we're going to be hopefully taking the Kremlin and the Red City. I guess the Kremlin isn't the thing now. It's probably still well of a way off before it's constructed. Okay, let's try and speed this skirmisher ability up. We'll try and break down that part of the wall, but it's going to be pretty ambitious to attempt that. I'm going to have to keep an eye on his aggressive stance. I want Angus to try and push in as best as he can. We'll see how we go. Like I said, it's going to be mass casualties this fight, so we'll do as best we can. So that's been broken down here now, which is good. So I'm going to have a crack at try and bust open this wall. If we can, that'll be superb. My mortars are doing some damage, but it's hard to beat proper cannons. There is damage, but it does seem minimal. 20 men have lost their lives there. They're moving up some missile units now. Whoa, and they're actually putting some damage on against us. A couple of men are taking fire, but let's just continue up with these volleys. The more we can get off, the better. And is that going to come anywhere close? Maybe. If we can destroy this wall, that'd be good. I can't see specifically how much damage it's done. As long as we don't lose my artillery, we'll be fine. Keep blowing it down. Another access point in will save many lives. Keep blowing it down. It does look like more units are being dragged towards me rather than my grandson and heir. The wall's nearly down here now. Nearly fallen. Still got a bit more artillery left. I'm going to let my mortars... oh, is that down now? Not quite. But still, in saying that, it's taken a hell of a lot to even open up that second path. And knowing the Medieval 2 pathfinding, we might not even fucking use it. Okay, let's try and hit these arrow towers out. Try and get them out. Use all of our ammunition. We're soaking up most of that firepower. We lost a couple of men here and there, but overall, it's not too bad. We've lost 2%. And Prince Angus, my grandson, hasn't lost too many either. Yep, so try and take down these towers. Continue to soak up this arrow fire, because it's not doing a good job whatsoever. Continue to soak it up. The more ammunition they waste, the better. Oh, hang on a minute. Shit, a couple of these guys are taking fire now. They've completely redirected it. Alright, let's charge. Shit. 1, 2, there's a couple there. I was surprised how accurate they were. Okay, let's push through this. And you push through that. And we'll send through the cavalry as well. Charge, men! For Scotland! For a diplomatic Russia. Or a Protestant Russia, rather. Charge! I wonder if Angus has broken through the wall there. So if we were to push from this left-hand side, what are we going to get met with? Heavy sort of units. But did you see that? Look at this arrow tower here. These mounted crossbowmen are just going to start ripping people to shreds. Heavy axemen. Ideally, if we can get them like down here, these cavalry. That's what you want. Come on. Like head down that way. So we're in here with our own cavalry. I was hoping for a better result. Because they're just going to get wiped the fuck out here. Regardless, my infantry's now here, which is good. God, I wish they were a bit more quicker. A bit more up on the uptake. Oh, shit. Okay, at least these guys are through the breach now. Alright, we've crushed those towers, which is good. Oh, that's only like... Alright, but I don't really... I'm not too fussed about the gatehouse. Just these fucking arrow towers that are a problem. Okay, so we're actually engaging them in the gateway now. God, you need to push through this, or else you're going to be sitting there copping hot boiling oil, which what no one wants. If we could somehow kill their general, that'd be fantastic, but we'll just sort of have to see how we go here. Come on, brave men. 9%. Oh, they've actually routed those Highlanders. Shit.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will
Maybe I'm overstating the competency of my units there. I think it was mostly the Highlanders. Everyone else is rather strong, I think. Wow, they've routed. And these guys as well are broken. Shit. Let's hope Angus pushes in well enough. Cavalry are broken. Push for it, lads. Push into this. They're going to come out and meet me. That's such a smart idea. Because... Oh god, what are you doing? Because actually fighting us out here is a better idea, because look at the arrow towers are just going to rip us to pieces. So try and get into the city if you can. Maybe put one unit here, because we're being caught.
Allies have lost their leader. Without their general,
But everyone is not a good idea. Because they've just smashed us here. 14%. We haven't got many more left either. Oh, we do. Reinforcements on this other side. Okay. Oh, so we can actually see what's going on. That's cool. He's losing men as well. Shit, we'll come down and try and reinforce. So, my grandson has completely bypassed walls. He's just, the gateway, and just gone straight for both the walls. That's alright. Oh god, my pikemen are doing shit as well. This is going to be a fucked victory if we're even going to be able to do that. I'm just thinking about the king now. We just need to get in. Like, try and get everyone in. Oh, it's a full retreat. Wow. I wasn't expecting the Russians to do that. It's just the arrow fire. That's exactly what it is. He's retreating as well. We might lose my grandson in this siege, which is not what we want. Yeah, the army is just decimated. Why are my cannons so far up there? I guess move you up and try and encourage something. What have we got in reserve? Nothing crazy. Just stuff that's going to get smashed if we're not careful. We do have a lot more reinforcements, but we'll see how we go. Hold, men! Turn back!
Battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will
Don't
be ours.
flee. Stand your ground. If we can kill their general, we might be able to change the tide in this. But if not, we're going to be a wee little bit fucked. Let's try and push in with the king.
Lord have mercy. Our men are winning the battle.
Come
If
on.
we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Get him firing. Get him in here. We'll keep... Yeah, you fucking... You fuckers. Come back in and help. For the love of God. Come on, let's kill him. Let's kill the general. I'm positive that's the general there. Yeah, it must be in this. If we get rid of him, that's one down. I'm just going to have to keep my general in here just for a morale boost. Honestly. Because he is the king at the end of the day. Because, like, just coming back and forth is just going to create so many problems. Alright, let's try and speed this up a little bit. Okay, more reinforcements are coming in. If we could somehow get these guys, like, here, that'd be perfect. So we'll see how we go. Right. Okay, if we can somehow get these muskets, like, arcing up or something. I don't know if it's possible.
The Lord is with us today. We have captured
But
the enemy's walls.
we'll see how we go. Okay, so we've got the gateway now, which is huge. What's even here now? Oh, so they've come back now. They're going to die before they get anywhere close. These missile units are just mounting. Because we need to hit them. Yeah, hit them now. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, how well is he? He's lost half his army as well. We've only got 24%. We need to somehow flank with you. But pushing through this isn't going to make it, I don't think. We need to be on the other side. They are heavy cavalry, so they're going to be able to brave a lot. But getting around here is what you want. Who the hell is even still here in this army? Like, come on. Ugh. 8. They just got shredded. They didn't even work. Yeah, I want to be doing stuff like this. But they're just going to get wiped, aren't they? Right. Continue to throw more men up where you can. As best you can. 5 men remaining. I just think we're going to pull you out now. You're not even worth being here. You're just going to die. And we don't want that. Just try and... Just try and shoot people with muskets from close quarter, I think. Right, fall you back here. God, I wasn't expecting this to be such a catastrophic sort of battle there. I'm just sort of a bit blown away. Alright, so come in within here. So what's actually holding this? I'm just blown away. Okay, it's looking a lot more favourable than what it was before. But still, it's It's an absolute nightmare. Okay, these guys are in now, which is good. Okay, you guys can probably have a crack at some town square stuff now, probably. And let's try and speed things up a bit, because the movement of these pikes are going to be the death of me. Path blocked again. How well are my guys doing on this far side? That's what I want to see. Yeah, so get this like stuck in. If we can. Like somehow hit it. 33%. There's some guys here. Okay, now what's happening here? Okay, cool. Now push for the town square, that's fine. They're holding up here now. The more we can get into the town square, the better. Look, if they want to get held up there by muskets, I don't blame them. I just need to get around them.
He flees the field of good tidings.
Like, come on.
The enemy general lies dead. We have set the cart to hell.
The enemy general's fallen. Fuck, okay. That's good. It's a good start. Where do those pikes go? Oh, they haven't even arrived yet. Okay, have a crack into this. And go into that. Right, what is hanging out here? Okay. Just get in here. Try and finish them off. We just need to throw bodies now. It's just turning into that much of a grind. I'm nearly tempted to somehow just hold pikes here and just allow my archers to do their thing, which is probably not a bad shout. I'll enable them to fire at will, but then we could sit pikes here and that will probably get them. If we can sort of close them down in this square.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast,
that's what we want to be doing, and just hold like the pikes and then let our skirmishers do most of the work. That's what we want to be doing. If they're going to sit back and cluster in there, that's how we can get them. It's just pushing them out of those further areas. Okay, so you push for this. You try and skirmish that. Okay, just start hitting into this cluster. No, what's this? Okay, guys, welcome to the battle map. I don't know what the fuck was going on there. I think it was just a tab to desktop or something. Something stupid like that. Right, let's continue to pressurize them where we can. And let's try and hit them there with my muskets. Yeah, you know when sometimes the game just tabs to desktop? Fuck knows why.
The battle is very much
regardless,
if we
let's kill them.
and steadfast, victory will be
Are we too close? Are you shitting me? Shoot them. Okay. Oh, awesome. My archers broke through the barrier that we were trying to hold there. Okay. Try and get my guys to flank a bit. For the love of God. Oh, these guys are fine here. Looks like we're just going to try and do them straight up. Okay, nothing much is going on over here. Good, we're getting more reinforcements in. But this is going to be such a costly victory. We're going to get them. Only a matter of time. Start pressurizing them. Hitting into these squares with my guns. That's what we want. Try and swing one this way. Whew. 44%. We're going to get them. Trust me. Just going to take time. Try and get some sort of mass over them. Supposed, like maybe swing this way if you can. Like even get this cavalry into the town square. Because that would be ideal. Yeah, ideal. Swing this way. Yeah. Continue to fire into like the juicy bit here. Right, pikes are enveloping them from this side. 50%. This is Moscow at the end of the day. Fuck, they're gone. Fire into that then. Bring the general back in to give us morale support. The last thing I need is this to lose this. Just out of nowhere they buckled like that. I know you're exhausted. Oh, there's guys here. This guy's running back. Awesome. The cavalry's here. So sit here, and then I want constant hammer and anvil strikes, okay? What are you doing? I gave you an order here.
The Lord is with us today. We have
Okay, cool.
captured
Now
the enemy's
form up.
walls.
Now go. Hit these guys that are charging. Then hit these guys that are here. That's such a pathetic charge. That one's not too bad. Fall back and then go. Don't stand in combat like a bunch of fuckheads. What is this? Why is everyone retreating so much? The cavalry comes in winded. I thought everyone would be competent enough
The battle
to
is
not
very
retreat.
much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast,
I'm very
victory
much
will be ours.
mistaken. Oh, last thing I want is my general to die now. So what have we got at our disposal? Look, we're just going to have to sit back, relax, skirmish them out. I thought a charge might be able to get them because they were wavering and shaking a bit, but obviously not. I actually think those fire arrows are quite venomous. We're going to get a nice charge in through the back here. We'll just continue to try and keep it up where we can. My general's not being attacked. If we can keep him there, we'll be fine.
If we continue like this, we will
Let's just
smash the
try to
enemy.
cycle with our guys as best we can. Oh god, just hit these guys that are charging you, eh? You fucking fools. I guess we just sort of hold with our soldiers who can't really do too much, our infantry, and try and let my skirmishers do most of the work. More reinforcements are coming in. I don't know why there's so many just sort of scattered in around here. We got them. It's just going to take a lot longer than what I would like. But you got to give it to the Russians. They're holding quite well. They've got really good infantry. Once we get some more in, we'll be fine. But they're broken now. 87 left. There's only a tiny amount left. But it's just... God damn. 3-1 we were outnumbered. We've nearly lost 50. So we've lost probably about 1 or so K. Look, as long as we don't lose more than half of what the enemy deploy, we'll be alright. Okay. Just continue to push. Alright, we've got a couple of these guys in now. These proper swordsmen. Run. Continue to cycle our ability. Oh, we actually won that after all that. Alright, continue to push on with my pikes. look, just because we've got the numbers, we're going to win this.
If we remain true and steadfast,
Not due to tactical
victory will be
genius.
ours.
Just pure brute force. We are playing on very hard at the end of the day, so maybe I was expecting a bit of leniency. Nope. Fat chance in that. Yeah, we're just gonna do them like the Russian way, just throwing everything we got against them. But man, I reckon we might have lost Prince Angus in this one. Which would suck if we do. Could get a charge against these four. I've got my king here. I just thought a nice solid charge around the back with heavy cavalry. Let's see how we go. 5 against theirs. They are losing hit points now, because my archers are focusing against them. But a good charge against 4 of them. Surely my 5 could kill their 4 in one go. And they did. Wow. Okay. Super surprised about that. I'm actually quite wrapped, to be honest. 100%. They're all dead now. Only a couple more remain. Christ, it was like pulling teeth. But at the end of the day, we have taken Moscow, the heart of Russia. The Scots have done it. Close victory. Man, I'm not surprised. 2,000 remaining there. So we deployed with King James the Saint, 2,187, losing 926 on the campaign map. Prince Angus deployed 940, lost 644 and potentially his life. Zub, man, 911. Whew. You got to give it to him. Good order makes bold men and confused cowards. Okay, welcome to the campaign map. Yeah, he's died. No! Let's exterminate the populace for what he did to my son. Prince Angus is dead. Prince Colin has now risen to the throne. Yeah, that's just medieval 2 for you when they just throw in the princes. Oh, that sucks. That sucks so much. We're just absolutely going through my family tree. But I don't mind it at the same time. Right, so King James the Saint, 50 years of age. His firstborn son Francis was assassinated by the Russians. Angus, his son, died at 13 years of age in battle trying to take Moscow. It's like Game of Thrones. Wars are costly. You lose... what's the quote? In peace, fathers... son... Yeah, that's it. The quote's... in peace, sons bury their fathers. In war, fathers bury their sons. So, Angus is dead. Stuart is 12. He's technically in line. Dom's there as well. However, Prince Lachlan is 13, and he's going to rise to the throne. With news from Moscow, he's going to go straight and try and rally up with his dad. So it's gone back to the male line there. So let's control merge where we can. And try and hold up as best as we can. We'll check a quick save. But unfortunately, guys, it is time to end episode 5 of the Scottish series here. And look, you know what? I think I might put a pin in the campaign. Nothing is set in stone, of course. But I feel like I've hit a lot of my objectives. I'm probably going to stop recording this for the next couple of days and move on to something else. But, yeah, I can't stress this enough, guys. This is sort of the deciding episode. If you want to see more series, you want to see more episodes of this Scottish campaign, leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and let me know in the comments section down below. Or would you want me to move on to something up? Or something else. I'm going to judge the likes, the comments, sort of the favourites, the suggestions. And we'll put a pin in the campaign here. For me, I'm going to move on to recording something else, but I can always come back to it and do more episodes. But I feel like I've completed a lot of stuff. I colonized Australia, like I said I wanted to do. We've hit our colonial ambitions, like I said. Madagascar, we've hit the Americas, Canada, Greenland there. We knocked out England, which was our main objective, uniting the United Kingdom. We pushed into Scandinavia, taking Norway, Finland, and we've done really well against the Russians. We've taken a decent amount. We've got a couple more territories here to make it a bit nicer. If you want to see me push against Kursk, Yaroslav, maybe to a couple more, because this would be the cluster I'd probably keep. But diplomacy-wise, Kingdom of Spain, France, Habsburg, and Papal States, there's no way I would win a war against Spain, how big they are. We've sort of pieced out with the French as well. Actually, what I might do is I might go with an auto, what is that? Toggle foe, yep. Let's have a look at the map and how the world is shaping up at the moment. Oh, wow, okay. Let's have a look. So in the Americas, man, yeah, like I said there was no way we'd win against the fucking Spanish. Look at this. They conquered North America. They have most of the South. They have so much money. We've got Portugal here who has most of South America. What's this? Oh, wow. Peru. Oh, that's awesome. They're protected by their mountains. Okay. Portugal has most of South Africa. I said the Ottomans had most of Africa. Songhai there as well. Spain gobbling up most of German territory. The Austrian Habsburgs. Oh my god. I knew they took Constantinople, but jeez. They've liberated Greece. The Ottomans. Oh, wow. A lot of spam here. Are not doing well against the Persians. And, oh, wow, okay. What the fuck? Oh, wow, the Austrians have the Crimea. I didn't know that. But the Russians are really on the back foot. Like I said, we could probably spend the next couple episodes doing this, or we can move on to another campaign or do something else. Yeah, they're getting smashed in Kazan. Yeah, I knew the Russians were a lot weaker than what they were. Kazan there as well. What's going on in India? Oh, wow, it's a bit of a melting pot here at the moment. The Afghans. What else have we got here? The Mughal Empire. Wow, the Ottomans have territory here. Even in southern India. The Burmese Empire. The Chinese and the Siamese are going at it. Oh, wow. The Chinese have taken Indonesia. Oh, that's hilarious. They're really quite close to us. We could maybe push to Papua New Guinea. New Zealand hasn't been taken. What's going up here in China? China mostly is under Chinese rule. Korea's still hanging about. It does look like the Japanese are pushed over to Cheyenne. Edo has rebelled. Who's this? Oda Nubulbana the Grieved. I think he's a famous person, that guy. Oh, the Chinese have disembarked and going to take Edo. Wow, imagine that. Sapporo! I could use a Sapporo after this. Any more territories over here? No, but regardless, guys, I'll put a pin in the campaign here. We're either going to stop the series or we're going to move on to something else. But I can do more episodes if you want to. I want to get a general consensus in the comment section down below. Because at the end of the day, it's got to be a good relationship. If you guys want to do more content, want me to do more content, I'm more than happy to do it. But if you're not interested, there's... look, I'd rather move on to something else that everyone sort of wants to see. We'll put a pin in the campaign here. I'll look at the general consensus. Look at the views and stuff as well. Because the thing is, right, with YouTube, you make more views in the first episode than you do in the entirety of the rest of the series. So we'll see how we go. I'd rather be honest with you guys rather than not. So we'll put a pin in the campaign. I'm happy to move on to other things, but if you guys want to see more, I'm more than happy to do so. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series. And if you'd like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box. These days, to get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click the bell, of course, to join the notifications squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. If you guys would like to get yourself some cheap and reliable games, check out my G2A affiliation link in the description below. Maybe you can pick up a strategy game you haven't picked up just yet. Maybe Hearts of Iron, maybe Crusader Kings 2, maybe a Total War. Check out my G2A affiliation link in the description below for cheap and reliable games. I do recommend going and checking out the prices even. There's some really good prices on there. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye. Really close cinematic shots here, pushing through the bridge. Oh, look at... That was probably the shot of the video there.